Chewie, we're home. Hey, welcome to So Awkward. It's me, Don. So I've been sick for the past few days with a cold, so that's why I look even crappier than normal, and why maybe I sound even more nasally and nebbishy than usual. But I had to do a little video today because of the release of the new Star Wars The Force Awakens teaser. And it was so good that I got out of my sick bed to do this little review. Although I'm still not necessarily that excited for the movie, just because I've been so jaded and hurt by Star Wars in the past. At this point, I kind of feel about Star Wars the way I feel about the Alien series, which has been so many movies and it's so popular and so beloved and so highly regarded and talked about, but it's really just two good movies and a bunch of awful movies. And Star Wars is kind of similar. It's two great movies, one okay movie, and a bunch of terrible movies, and a bunch of dumb TV shows, and comic books, and novels, and toys. A lot of which vary in quality, but it's just too much. Nobody can really care that much about Star Wars anymore, or at least I can't. But this trailer, or teaser, looks pretty neat. It has me excited again. The first teaser was neat as well, but this one makes you really think, why didn't they just skip that first one and just release this one? Because this one is still a teaser. It still gives you nothing to go on. It still doesn't introduce any characters. It introduces no story elements. It's all just visuals. Just like, hey, this looks like Star Wars. Hey, this sounds like Star Wars. So why even have the other one? Because this one actually has Mark Hamill, I believe. I don't know if he actually recorded a new voiceover or if this was just the same, the Force is strong in my family, I have it, my father has it, etc. that he said in Return of the Jedi. I'm not enough of a Star Wars fan to go back and watch that and see if it's the same audio track or if it's really new. But it was cool and it felt like Star Wars, and we got the Millennium Falcon blowing stuff up. We got X-Wing fighters. We've got the return of that stupid robot that was in the first teaser, which looks stupid in this one too. He's like peeking around a corner and he's in the back in one scene doing his rolly thing. But stupid robots at this point are a staple of the series. And I guess we should think of them as fun, silly robots and not stupid robots. But I'm still a little jaded, so I'm going with stupid. And of course, the big reveal at the end is Han Solo and Chewie. Han is looking old, but it's still Harrison Ford, so we know he's going to be cool and look good. And Chewie looks exactly the same, but that's because it's a guy in a suit, I think. Or maybe it's CG. I hope they're doing a guy in a suit. I think it would be really horrible to have a CG Chewie. I don't know what the prequels did. If that was probably a mixture of people in suits and CG, but who cares about the prequels? At this point we can just pretend like they never even happened. Which maybe we'll be pretending like this movie never even happened either. I don't know. But I think it looks really neat, and I'm sure you've already watched it already. It looks like straight up Star Wars. I'm still a little hesitant because I'm not a J.J. Abrams fan. I don't think he's a particularly good filmmaker. I think he made some awful Star Trek movies, and I'm a Trekkie, a diehard Trekkie. He made Super 8, which I thought was one of the most boring, pretentious movies I've ever seen. Self-indulgent and just annoying. He made Mission Impossible movies that was okay. And he did Lost, which started out great and then turned into one of the worst things I've ever seen. But when he made his Star Trek movies, which were just terrible, not just in terms of Star Trek, but especially in terms of Star Trek, but in terms of overall storytelling, just bad movies, flat out. A lot of people said, oh, he's trying to turn Star Trek into Star Wars. And I thought, no, he's trying to turn Star Trek into the Star Wars prequels. So I don't necessarily think he's going to be a great Star Wars filmmaker because he made Star Trek action-packed. So I'm still on the fence. But these teasers so far do look respectful of Star Wars, more so than his Star Trek films were of Star Trek. So I think that they're going to be cool, they're going to be fun, and they're going to probably be the best Star Wars movies since 1983, at least. And I look forward to them, I do. I'm hesitant. I'm on the fence. But I still will be there opening day. And I am sure that I will enjoy them. Whether I love them or not remains to be seen. And that's all I have to say about that. I'm going back to bed. Thanks for watching. Bye. May the Force be with you. Is that, what do they say in Star Wars? Nanu Nanu. Beam me up. Doctor Who reference. I've never seen Doctor Who. Chewie, we're home.